PTA. I'm not losing sight of that first one because that's just so big, in
Yeah,
terms of just
yeah.
timing and yeah.
So it is something, during the review I put there is, I'd like to, mess with our scheduling is, opportunities for the future. And the response I got, again, not a knock against anyone, was it seems like some sort of thing is being worked on. It sounds like Saint Germain has like a weekly meeting reviewing upcoming orders or something along those lines. Again, I don't know what these meetings are. I don't know what gets discussed. I don't know what we're actively doing. I don't know, but it sounds like there's a something get
Yeah.
very very big. That's the limit of my information. There's potentially a something.
Yeah, if I could buy another, just by understanding what's in the pipeline next week and the week after, I know there's going to be some changes. We call them pull-ups, whatever. Things go to the head of the line, but it allows you to just risk management, planning, setup, stuff like that. And I think you can get another hour and a half off your setups if we do
Mhm.
more stuff that are being treated internally, externally. So
Mhm.
I'm not going to leave that right there on number one for a while.
No, I
Um,
like it.
yeah. The update we're going next this week. I thought
Yeah.
he moved it to
So
this week.
yeah, so I even made the suggestion because I can't help myself. I saw it got moved from last week to this week. So I went by it as I walked by Gina's cube. I'm like, all right, so they moved it to next week. So I hope you have something prepared to share during it. But so she said she was fully willing to present something, speak during their closing. Unfortunately, they'll be traveling at the time that theirs is. I did mention this to Jack and Kim. They talked about potentially moving it to Wednesday if it would mean that, you know, some combination of Gina or Meg would be willing to present during it.
That's
So again,
probably worth it. It's probably worth it, huh?
to me, I'd think so. I mean, the fact that Gina's volunteered to do it. She even said, like, if they move it to Wednesday, I'll speak, say, hey, here's what we're here for. Here's what we've learned. I think it's a good opportunity. Whether or not it fits into the schedule out there, again, I just putting it out there.
That would definitely be worth doing. Definitely.
Mhm.
Um, Team manager, we talked about not letting go of that either.
Mhm.
The other boat we've talked about already. Skill up. I hear anything on that one yet?
I have not heard
Yeah.
anything about that, which I was just thinking that this morning, trying to piece together all the stuff I got going on and figure out when that fits.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's locked in. I mean, I think it sounds like everything's getting lined up for it. So whatever
Yeah,
dates they gave you, I think they're locked in. So
yeah. I want to say they gave July. I don't remember. I should really, or a smart person. Okay. Yeah, July 27th through September 11th is
oh
when
wow,
it.
okay. Late in
Yeah,
the
okay.
season
So
then.
yeah, so we have a while.
Yeah. The SNED.
So
Um
yeah, I did want to ask you about this some SMED stuff, but go ahead.
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. No, again, it's so see, I during the lean huddle, yeah, so I guess I can share with you. I don't know if this came across, but so Kim said in on the last huddle you guys had here, correct?
Right.
So again, I asked her thoughts there, and her comment was that she liked the direction that the team was going. But the thing that stuck out to me, she said that it felt like everyone on the team actually wanted to be there. So made
That's
me ask the yeah, made me ask the question of like, okay, what do your meetings look like? So I'll be sit. She invited me to their meeting on Thursday, so I'll be sitting in on their SMED huddle. So that's why I did accept this one here. So I do plan on sitting in on the Tuesday one. Again, the goal isn't to, oh, Greg's here, quick, tell him everything that's going on. I just sort of want to get a sense for how it sort of works. And it's also my understanding you're going to be away on vacation the next 2 weeks, starting like uh like this Friday or something, correct?
I'm sorry. We repeat that.
Yeah, you're going on vacation relatively
Um,
soon.
yeah, next week,
Okay.
Tuesday.
Okay. So yeah, next Tuesday and you'll be out. So it'll just be that next Tuesday that you won't be around for.
I won't be around until the 7th. We're coming home Sunday the 7th.
Okay. Yeah. So for me it was just yeah, so let's see, you'll be out the 26th and the 2nd. So all right. Okay. So yeah, so you'd be out for the next two SMED huddles there.
Yeah, so what I'm
So
thinking is tomorrow I'll get with Michael and say,
mhm.
hey, Mike. I'm not gonna be able to coach you very well over the next couple weeks. Can you just take over and what do you want to accomplish? I, I I think the thing is I'm very deliberate on this one. Like in other words, I'm kind of like no rush at all. I know we got another AED lens sometime in June, right? And I'm recording it to kind of then I'll pull the video apart, and separate it into external, internal parts of the setup. But I think Kim's right. And I think that's part of the thinking of getting just a couple more people added on.
Hmm.
Eileen Perez, Kim. Um, I think that's the part of it is because they show up. Darnell, he's on the floor, so sometimes he gets caught and then he comes in, but he always comes in.
Hmm.
So it's just getting that routine down where we could just stay focused on one thing, and see what it feels like when it's all said and done. Let's even get it down to an hour and a half. I don't know, whatever, and then try it on another one.
Yeah. And again, this was just glad to hear that you say you're gonna talk to Mike because I don't want this to turn into, oh well, Bill's not here, so we're not gonna meet. The goal is it still happens. So I wasn't sure if there's something you needed me to help fill in for during that period of time.
Well, I think this is a great opportunity because again, this improvement is really about Michael also. And my plan tomorrow was kind of just explain to him, listen, we're worried that we're not going to continue with me out, not there. Can you quarterback, for the next, and then once he does it 2 weeks, then I'll be a real coach, you know what I mean? And just take
Yeah.
notes and update things and do what he wants me to do.
Okay. So with that, I mean, I may end up just, just sitting in on those again.
Okay.
I don't want to just jump in and but just some sort of signs like, yes, just because Bill's not here, this is still important.
Great team. Love it.
Yeah.
Cat's been fantastic. Rob, I just love them getting a lot out of Devin too. Like they're all speaking up and thinking, and they're very respectful of each other in the huddle. It only goes 20 minutes, 25 minutes, But and I wish I'd love to go faster, but I'm not in a hurry. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no, I mean, I, I prefer to go fast and slow, but I'll take slow over not at
Yeah,
all.
especially this one. This is important because if we could get one done, everybody's like, "Whoa, that feels different."
Yeah.
But there's a
Oh
lot
yeah.
to it. The schedule's part of it. Like, when's it going to start? Is it going to start on third shift, first shift? Does everybody in the know? Do we know what's happening? And I don't know. We'll see.
Right. But yeah, no, just wanted to let you know because I'll be sitting in on the Colorado SMED meeting. I wanted to sit in on the Connecticut one as well, just to see,
Oh, nice.
yeah, just to see how everything's going. Again, the goal isn't like, all right, everyone stop what you're doing and get Greg up to speed. I'm more interested in the dynamic with the team, things like that.
That'd be another, like, if you get a trip out there, along with the yellow belt and all the stuff you can do, is kind of just pick a job, give them the basics of SMED again. Eh,
I mean, to a certain point, I'd like to just go out there just to see. I just want to see what's
yeah,
going on, just
yeah,
understand how everything works because I keep getting bits and pieces that it feels different, and I don't really know why or how.
yeah,
And without seeing it, yeah, I just don't know.
yeah,
I'm sure I'll be bothering Gina, and well, I know I'll be bothering Gina and Meg when they come back next week, and they probably already know that too.
yeah. Get a good dose of Greg out there. That's the thing. This was the voting for
Okay.
June's church. Probably when I get back, maybe I'll be home a week or so, and I'll send out an invite. But it ended up VSM is the one, so I'm working on making it simple, fun, which is not easy with Valley Street mapping, but I have some pretty good ideas because I'm doing a couple maps now, real live ones. So I'm in the right in season with it. So that's what came out. I was hoping the officiating one would, but oh
I
well.
mean, that was the one I voted for. I should have voted more times.
I should have voted a couple more times too.
Which I can also share as part of my review. That was one of the objectives I set for myself is I'd like to map one full value stream.
Yep.
Again, I didn't have one necessarily in mind. It's going to depend on what KPIs we end up coming out with, and then which one will hit that thing there. To me, I can't really picture there being a wrong one to go after. It's just you do one and then we'll apply the metrics to and be like, all right, well, what if I do this thing here? What impact does it make on the business? I feel like part of like a lot of the press side move stuff is showing that this is how it works, but that's essentially taking a valuation approach on a very small scale. What if I spread it to the whole thing? What impact
Oh,
would that have?
the interesting one about the Marion one I'm doing. They're going from 13 million to 26 million pieces per month. So we're mapping that out to make sure there's no overproduction anywhere in the line because part of it is outside services. So basically, they're not rearranging the plant either. Like
Hmm.
they're just setting up supermarkets in certain places to make sure that they don't overproduce, and have warehouse full of rejects somewhere. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So small lots, continuous flow. So I'm going to talk to Tyler, see if I could share that with you. Because
Hmm.
the reason I like it is you can't really move your outside service, which is passivate, next to the line. So I have to
Right.
treat it like a supermarket. But I also don't want to have, a whole warehouse full of parts coming back from passivate. Like overproduction is the danger.
Right.
So I'm gonna find out if I can share that with you. I'll talk to Tyler. I think he's fishing
Okay.
today, but
Yeah, no, I'd be interested in seeing that.
yeah, because he canceled my huddle this morning. I think he's out on the water. He's been dying to get out there. So, um, green belts today. We're doing the review for the exam. Um, just as a refresher, hopefully it pops open quickly. There we go. It's spinning.
And at the very least, it's thinking about it.
Yeah. I mean, Nick's doing fine. I think he had his first huddle last week. Um, there it comes. There you go. So Nick has
No, so yeah, I'm still seeing the weekly huddle.
ah. I always do that. I share, but then I move something I realize it doesn't share. Here it is right here. So down the stretch we go. I think Madeline just got to give me the control chart. Um, Nick has Nesca from Marianne, Madeline, and Eileen.
Okay.
And again, today they'll get the exam. They have a week to do it. I'm thinking just one shot at it. I'm hoping that they team up like we do in football. You know, you know what I mean? And then when I get back in the seventh, that's probably when we're gonna do the finals. So they have a whole
Okay.
bunch of time, prepare them. Nick's, I think, on his way. I talked to him like two, three times last week, either by text or called me or
Yeah, no, he ended up asking for my phone number because it took me too long to respond to an email.
oh yeah, he's so deliberate, that kid, he's like just I just love it, it's beautiful.
Yeah, no, he's coming along. He just needs to work on that patience a little bit.
Yeah, he's
Just
intense. Yeah,
just just
right.
a just a hair.
Yeah, he sent an email, copy me. I can't get hold of Greg. I looked at the time, it was like 10 minutes.
It's like, yeah,
It's
you
like,
give me like, I got back in like 20 minutes. I responded before you did. I
yeah,
was like,
yeah,
just come,
yeah.
take it easy, man. You're not even here.
Right. Hey, that's what I got. So I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah. That's right. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I'll see you then.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Greg.